Okay, folks, so it's a hot one today. It is 103 here in my camper van, and I've already got my chili pad on. I'm sweating. You can see. I was born to Slab City summer. And it's a big, big challenge. It's it is what it is. I wanted to be here, so here I am. I'm alive, and it's near afternoon, so the temperatures are starting to rise. So I'm trying to get this video in for the major heat of the day. Hey, I'm trying to get this video in before the major heat of the day when, you know, my device overheats. I'm kind of grumpy or whatever, and just can only hang out in the buff with all these things. My favorite way to be in the summer is honestly not having to work, but I have to work. The funds I'm getting from Salvation Mountain, which I'm super grateful for, the job. Okay, looks like I need to go to Cheshire Manor in order to do my live stream. Sometimes I can get away with live streaming from my camper van, but other times, it seems like most of the time, I have to go to the retreat, which is not a problem, really. Yeah, I'm a little bit edgy today. I was told that people in the summer can be cranky. I'm no exception. Let me find a more comfortable spot to sit. So where's everybody hailing from? We had 4 people in here. 3 have left. Probably because we lost connection. So, as I was trying to explain before, I have a lot against me getting these live streams out. The internet connection here is weak. And my phone is overheating, so I have a wet washcloth. And I have to position it in such a way so that I can, you know, have the phone looking at me, have the washcloth balanced on the phone so the phone doesn't overheat. I'm just bitching with a smile on my face. So I want to talk about what it's like working at Salvation Mountain in the heat. Welcome yourself. Thank you for joining us. So I have been walking back and forth to Salvation Mountain for work. So thankfully, I work in the morning. I have the morning shift, so I can get there. What I do is I leave early enough so that I have enough lead time to get there in case I need to stop to catch my breath and re-hose myself down with water just to get to work on time. So, and it's only like a mile and a little over a mile walk. In the winter, it's like amazing and so easy breezy. Cool, you're in Oklahoma. Awesome. We're in California. I think you know that. So it's only like a little over a mile of a walk to Salvation Mountain from where I'm in the center of Slab City. But, you know, when you're walking in temperatures like 100, anywhere between 95 degrees and 120, it gets exceptionally challenging. And I think it's over 108 degrees where it gets life-threatening. So I take every precaution. I have a rolling cart, first of all, and I have a garden sprayer with me. I have my electrolyte drink in the cart so I can grab it real quick and drink all the way. So I've done some reading about exercising in excessive heat. So, and I think excessive heat is considered about 95 and above. So for example, tomorrow I will be, I think the high is going to be 114, but that's like in the highest point of the day, like at 4 p.m., 3 and 4 p.m. Between 3 and 5 is when we experience the hottest points of the day. um, yeah, I mean, at the Salvation Mountain, thankfully, we have a shade structure that makes all of the difference. I'm not going to say all of the difference because we still have to deal with the air temperature. There's no air conditioning under the shade structure. It's just shade. We do have a fan, a large fan, but I have found that as long as there's a decent enough breeze, I don't need the fan. Yeah, I think I'm doing a decent job with the heat. So this week we experienced the next level that I have not experienced without air conditioner in my life. So it's the next level of this challenge. So it's living full time without air conditioning. Just, you know, my little self-made air conditioning, my wet washcloth, which looks totally silly, but I don't give a rip. I don't care what I look like. I just want to, I want to live. I don't want to die. I've got my chili pad. That's, it's a special man-made plastic. So I have this around my neck. When I'm in the van alone, it's great because I can just, you know, be in the buff and then just lay this over top of my core. And I'm pretty sure that I could do that at even the higher temperatures that we're about to experience. So I think I saw 115, 116 ahead in the forecast. So, and it's not surprising for it to get up to 120. I think last year the highest I heard was 118. So who knows, you know, if we'll see 120 this year or not. Yeah, so I'm learning these survival skills. So I have with me when I travel off to Salvation Mountain, I have my cart with my big garden sprayer. It holds like 2 gallons. I have my electrolyte drink. I have an extra gallon of water. I have a sarong that I wrap over myself. So where the dark things are says, I was glad to see the shade for you. My mom always told me the heat there is different than it is here. Here it's wet and sticky. There it's dry with shade. It's a help. Actually, we do have humidity. In fact, this morning it was like, it was very high humidity. I think it was like 68%. And I was told to pay attention to the dew point, which I still don't quite understand, but it was uncomfortably sticky as I slept last night. So how I counteract that is I have a breathable canvas lounge chair, the one that folds out and you can lay down on. So I lay down in the buff on that, and well, before I lay down on that, I have a white sheet I put over that so that the sweat gets on the sheet, not in the canvas chair. And then I just sleep in the open air, and it really helps. Plus it helps me keep a better eye on the camp. Thank you, I appreciate that. I think she is looking out for me. I've always felt a protective shield around me and my life throughout it. It's the best way I can explain it. Oh, so guess what? I brought my electrolyte drink. So it's water with bone broth and lemon water, 100% lemon water. So each of my shifts are 4 hours each. So that, and what I do is I'm on my feet whenever there are people at Salvation Mountain. I'm pretty much on my feet all the time. I'm greeting them. I'm asking them if they've been to the mountain before. And if they haven't, I go over them. Well, even if they've been to the mountain before, I still go over the rules of where they can walk and where they can't walk. So over the last few years, there's been some maintenance done by our caretaker, Ron. And so he's got sections of it roped off so that he can do the maintenance, and you know, because there's places where it's just cracking and crumbling from the intense desert heat. So it's his job to protect it and to restore it. So yeah. So as I'm standing there working, oh my goodness, a jumping spider just jumped on me. Oh, it was the cutest little thing. Oh, I love jumping spiders. Hi, little guy. Oh, it just jumped on my finger and then jumped to the ground. He's not interested in hanging out with me. It's like this little teeny weeny taupe colored. Oh, it's so cute. I want it. I want it. It's wild. It should be wild. Let it go. Let it go, Bob. I wish I could have showed it to you, but he wasn't sticking around. It's a fuzzy little taupe colored jumping spider. It's about the size of half of a pea, or a baby pea. Okay, so I'm greeting tourists. I'm telling them where they can walk and can't walk. Some of them want to know a bit more about the mountain, like the history of it. I invite them to take a brochure. We have brochures there, we have postcards, and if they engage with me, I will give them a sticker. You know, or for most people, I end up giving a sticker out to, not even if they don't engage with me, it doesn't matter. Oh, thank you. What's your name? Bev Pearson. Welcome. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people here that have endured Slab City heat for years and years. So I'm being coached on how to get through the summer. Plus my own ideas, like the washcloth, my very stylish washcloth on my head. It looks like something from like the 1600s. How some people, I don't know, somewhere in Europe there were people that would cover their heads like this. So Bev, you've only endured about 110 in California years ago. You couldn't do it today. Yeah, as we age, our body also, it gets harder and harder, is my understanding, to endure higher temperatures. Also, if people have health conditions, and I have a friend here now with multiple health conditions, and she's really struggling. It makes the struggle even harder. So, and my intention is to be here in Slab City for as long as I want to be. I'd like to be here for, more than a year, a couple years, maybe longer. Time will tell, we'll see what I decide and what I want to do with my life. But for now, I'm really enjoying the new job at Salvation Mountain, the challenge of interacting with people from all over the world. That's what I was reading too, that the body doesn't thermoregulate as you age. So I'm 50 years old, and I've been exposed to really high temperatures. I think the very first time I was exposed to temperatures like this was when I went to Guayaquil, Ecuador, when it was their summer. And I'm pretty sure it was temperatures like this, but with way higher humidity. It's right on the equator. Okay, Bev. Yes. So yeah, I spend most of those 4 hours on my feet, which is also in good preparation for when I do the beet harvest, for when I have to be prepared to be on my feet most of 12 hours. So, I'm learning to just push hard. I'm pushing my limits. I'm learning valuable survival skills. So after being here in Slab City, I could go anywhere and survive, probably. Well, that doesn't include cold temperatures. That means being able to endure higher temperatures. So throughout the 4 hours of my shift, I'm standing there. I will intermittently spray my head, my crown with the garden sprayer. I'll spray the top of my shirt because I don't want to stand there with my clothes drenched. Also, when clothes are wet all the time, they start to stink with mildew and mold, and I don't like that smell. It's really unpleasant. So I try to minimize getting my actual clothes wet and just keep it to my head, the back of my neck, and I just hydrate constantly, pounding the electrolytes. I'll drink, I think I usually drink about 1.5 gallons of water throughout my entire shift. I also bring healthy snacks like dates, nuts, freeze-dried kale chips to keep my energy up. And so far it's working quite well. On the humid days, it's a lot tougher, and I notice that my energy is lower than I would like it to be, but you know, I'm doing the best I can under the circumstances. We do have a picnic table and also a chair. The chair is not very comfortable. It doesn't have very good lower back support, so I can only sit in it for so long, which is good because, again, I want to train my body for standing for long periods of time in preparation for the fall beet harvest. Yes, where the dark things are, I will, to the best of my schedule, I will be documenting the beet harvest. I might not be able to go live as often as I am here in Slab City because they're 12-hour days and it'll be exhausting. So I'll probably do like little shorts or little check-ins. And the beet harvest also depends on Mother Nature, you know, what Mother Nature is going to do. Because I know when it's snowing, like I think if it's snowing a certain amount, we can't work. If it's raining a certain amount, we can't work. So the conditions have to be just right in order for us to work. So sometimes we get not laid off, but we get put on hold, so to speak. They'll pay us a certain amount when we're not working, but the best chances of us making all the money that we would like to make is to work those 12-hour days, and then work the weekends where we get time and a half. It's where the big money comes in. So our goal is to work as much as we possibly can in that short amount of time. I think it's 11 days typically is how long it takes to get the beet harvest in, working all those hours. So yes, I will be going live during that time, according to how often I can do that. Maybe even during my breaks, we get 15-minute breaks throughout the 12-hour shift. So I might be able to go live for a few minutes of that, but I'm also going to need the break. Today it's supposed to get up to like 113 degrees, I think. Right now it's about 105. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really grateful for the beet harvest as well. And also, my plan is to leave out of here early September so that I can take my time to get up to the beet harvest, have a little bit of a break from the summer heat here because it will have taken a toll. It takes a toll on everybody. And I'm just going to need a little bit of a breather before I dive into the beet harvest and do the training. And so I'm really looking forward to getting out of here for that. I'm looking forward to, you know, doing a short-term van life. I have to get back for my job at Salvation Mountain because I do feel committed to that. The beet harvest is going to bring in only so much. I really do need a steady stream of income. I wish it could be my online business, but I've been plugging away at that for 8 years and it's still not carrying me. Blood, sweat, tears. I don't know what that's about. You know, I'm going to keep marketing my online business. Marketing is a huge endeavor. I really am challenged by marketing. but I'm still doing it. I'm still blogging for my NatureGlo's eScience. If you have homeschool kids, you can check that out. I have a NatureGlo's eScience channel. It's a separate channel from this one, where I focused on math and science unit studies. And I have online math and science unit studies for homeschoolers, typically ages 8 and up. Or if you know of any homeschoolers who might be interested in that. So my educator's viewpoint is very much off the beaten path. I'm more interested in child self-directed education, even though I do have teacher-led, me being the teacher, online courses. I provide the kids with a lot of resources so that they can create their own projects and be self-directed in that way. But my courses are primarily lecture-based, but there's fun courseware and activities. There's an activity guide for every lesson, so it's not quite like being in a classroom and the lessons are short. And I think that the activities are so much more interesting than what kids get in a typical classroom. So yeah, check that out, NatureGlo's eScience, if you're interested. Also, I want to invite you to check out my Ko-fi community if you want to support this channel. There are 3 tiers of membership options on that, or if you want to give a one-time donation. I also have a Cash App link here on my channel, so you can give through there. That's probably the best way to give if you want to give a one-time donation, because they don't take any taxes or fees. So I would get the money, you know, the full amount without them taking a cut. So I really love Cash App for that reason. I think that might be the first link, the first option link. So yeah, your support is appreciated for this channel. So tomorrow I will be working. It's the morning shift again, so I will be up probably 6 a.m. getting everything ready, getting my snacks ready, making sure my water is all refilled, my electrolyte drink. And then I need about a half-hour lead time to walk. It's like a 20-minute walk, but with the heat, sometimes I have to stop and take a break. So I like to give myself plenty of time to get there. Also, I like to get to work early so that I can put my stuff away, get settled, take all the, you know, the sarong off and rehydrate, and, you know, just get myself mentally prepared so that I'm not just jumping into the job the second I get there. I might need to use the bathroom and stuff like that. So it's quite a production to work at Salvation Mountain in the middle of the summer. And we're not even in the middle of summer yet. We're at the beginning of summer. All right, any questions before I close out? I have to say that the lemon juice really helps quench the thirst. Even though it is like a tea consistency, it's warm. I don't have ice. I should make that happen, but my freezer is so super tiny. It's like I just don't make it a priority. All right, thank you all so much for watching. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.